Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Code Speak by our powered by Ustride. Today, we are honored to welcome a trailblazer in the field of education and skill development, Dr. Sharma. Dr. Sharma is the founder and managing director of Vocademics International LLP. Of course, a seasoned professional of management and an eminent corporate trainer. He is the one who bridges the gap between theoretical knowledge as well as practical application. His brainchild Vocademics delivers innovative certification programs as well as training programs to enhance crucial skills needed in today's landscape. Dr. Sharma's experience as well as insights, I'm sure, are definitely going to add value in today's show. Welcome, Dr. Sharma. Welcome to our show.
Thank you, Elvina, for nicely introducing. And let us see how the uh, things go on.
It's a
I,
pleasure
I,
having you.
yeah, I also welcome all the audience on behalf of Academics International LLP.
So, what inspired you to create or to, incorporate Academics International LLP?
Uh, Excuse me for a little longer answer on this particular question because Uh, I had spent almost 35 years in different areas, starting from academics to journalism and then philanthropic activities and then core corporate activities, not only in India but outside India also. And during my assignments abroad, I found that more of the Indian workers are on a very lesser salary and they are doing a lot of hard work. Even they are having degrees, they are having the academic qualifications. So I tried to find out the reason, and the reason I found was the gap between the campus and corporate. What campus have created is not fit for the market, and that
Yeah.
is why they are not getting what they ought to be uh, receiving. So that very idea came into my mind in 2016. But once I came back to India in 2018, then I thought that I should do something very small effort from my side, and let us see if I can add value to a few people's life. It will be a great achievement for me. So that's how this idea came to my mind, and I started bridging this gap between the campus and the corporate.
Amazing. So, can you tell us about the number of programs that the Institute runs and what are your hot selling topics or the programs that are there?
Yeah, we basically work on three different verticals. One is English communication, where we provide TESOL certificate. TESOL stands for Teaching English to the Speakers of Other Languages, which is a very useful certificate for those who are traveling abroad in any of the country, so they not only can speak themselves but they can help others also to speak English in a better way. Then we run some business communication certification programs of 90 days. So this is one vertical where we work on the language skills. The second vertical is all about professional trainings and soft skill trainings. These trainings are open for uh, a wide range of people, starting from students to junior level executives and up to senior level executives. And the third area is about the psychometric assessment, career analysis, and career counseling. So these are the three different verticals on which we are working.
Right. So, like you mentioned, skill development is very important. So, what are the common challenges that you face with individuals who come to you? The phase one of training, what have you seen?
The first bigger challenge is that nobody comes on their own because everybody thinks that he is the Mr. Perfect.
Yeah.
When they face the reality in the corporate world, And when they face certain interviews and they do not achieve what they were thinking, oh, I'm an MBA from top 10 business schools, I will get this job like that. But
Hmm.
when they are failed again and again, then only they come to me and
Yes.
then they ask me, sir, why we are facing this situation? Because
Right.
they do not know what is the reality in corporate world. What they have
Yes.
learned in the campus is not basically equally translated into the corporate world. So
Yes.
when they enter the world, they enter the real life, they feel like they are in a flooded area where they don't know what to do and how to do and where to sit. So that is the biggest problem, that most of the youth, and particularly I'm saying about the youth who are pursuing MBA and engineering, these are, forget about that 10% people who get headlines in the newspaper that X institute get highest package of this. So that is only 10%. Forget about them. I'm talking about those 90% students who are always fighting to find a right job and the right placement for them. And why they are struggling? Because they have only that bookish knowledge which they
Yes.
have gained to earn a degree only. So they
Yes.
do not have soft skills, they do not have interpersonal skills, they do not know what a corporate company may expect from them, how to perform what they have learned. So basically, the knowing doing gap.
Yes.
So they know how to do, they know what to do, but they don't know how to do.
How to do it. Yes.
Yeah. And that is where our role comes in.
Amazing. So that is a very common challenge that we see. 90%, like you mentioned, 90% of individuals face this. However,
So
the sooner they realize, sometimes I feel even before they face setbacks, if they realize and undergo proper training with proper support, it really helps them fly and, reach new heights. So I completely agree to your answer. And in fact, that's the way it is these days. So, moving on to my next question, that I personally feel that attitude, skill, and knowledge, these are the three components of an individual which are very important, right, for any aspect of life. So, what is your take on it related to your training programs
if
for skill development?
if you have seen our website, this ASK is our core area of focus, right?
Right.
So the very big problem is we do not have enough resources to bring awareness into the youth that they should spend some time on their own personality development parallel to their academic achievements. If
Right.
this awareness is there and if this is conveyed to them through various colleges or universities or various other institutions, I think they can save at least 5 to 7 precious years of their life.
Yes, absolutely.
And this is the biggest challenge with us. We are not able to bring change into their attitude which they are carrying, because they think they know everything. They are studying in IIMs and they are studying in a big engineering college, they are studying in top 20 management or B schools. So that attitude is killing them.
Right.
Second thing is, this attitude do not allow them to develop their skills.
Yes.
And when they are not skilled, they are only qualified. There is a huge difference between being qualified and being skilled.
Yes.
One can be qualified, that doesn't mean that he possesses all the skills required to carry that job in a better way. So skills, they only have that theoretical skills, theoretical not skills, that is also a knowledge only. They can't translate that knowledge into wisdom unless they have certain skills.
Yes.
So this gap between knowledge and wisdom is filled only by the skills.
Hmm.
So that is where institute like us can contribute a very small amount of requirement. We can't fulfill this requirement with our limited sources, but yes, this is the need of time, and we should think about it.
Right. So, speaking about attitude, individuals, and skills, can you explain how innovation benefits clients as well as young minds who are pursuing their certifications or their corporate career?
See, what we try to do is we have certain aptitude tests, we have certain skill tests, and through which we come to know that okay, whether this particular person is job ready or not. He is qualified for the job, but he is ready for job or not. And that is where they have to face bigger challenges on both the sides. As a candidate, he also face the challenges, and the employer also face the challenges, because
Yes.
the employer is looking for a person who can add value to their organization, not a person on whom they have to spend some time and energy to prepare him. So they are not willing to pay a higher salary to those who are not skilled enough to run their organization or to bring some positive change into their organization.
Right.
And this particular point has to be understood very clearly by the aspirants,
Yes.
and they should work on developing their own skills and becoming job ready, market ready.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, what you said is perfect, but I hope that the sooner the youngsters or even individuals, the sooner they understand, the better it is for everyone, because it is a very underrated factor of individuals who, like you said, right, they know it all, and the factor of enhancing skills, like even you as a director, me as a director, or even the greatest leaders, or even if you look at any great leader, that learning never ends. They are learning every day to be updated with the trend. A simple thing like, initially when mobile phones came out, the Nokia handpiece was very famous. I tell all my trainees and even students this little anecdote, that the phone was very famous. In today's world, you will not get a phone with buttons on it, everything is touch screen. So if a mobile phone has transitioned, and if we have learnt that transition, because it's a necessity. Similarly, training and learning is also a necessity. The sooner you understand, the better for everyone.
I 100% agree with your statement, and I would rather like to add something more to this.
Yes,
Just take the example of Apple iPhone. You know, Apple is the world's biggest mobile phone manufacturing company. They, their any model before coming to market, people have a long queue to buy it.
yes,
Why? Why? The only reason is they keep upgrading every year.
yes,
The the set they have released this year, next year they will be releasing more updated version of that. And that's why people are after it. That's why people are ready to pay for it. The same thing applies to human resources as well. If
yes.
you are not upgrading yourself, if you are not updating yourself as per the demand of the market, your value will not increase.
Absolutely couldn't agree more to it.
And
Abs-
another aspect of this is, you know, I don't find much fault in the youth itself. The problem is Nowadays, everybody is flooded with information. And the biggest mistake people make is they think that information is knowledge.
Yes.
So that is a big issue. Uh, you and me and many other people like us are working towards it. Let us see how much change we can bring.
I'm sure we will. We will. So, as a professor and a corporate trainer, what trends do you see which are emerging in the training sphere these days?
See, I'm really very, disappointed to see that the training has become nowadays such a world which has seen a great devolution. You know, every here and there, every uh, third or fourth person claims himself to be a trainer or a consultant, and that is, you know, big alarm for the society. If you make a survey, or I'm sure you must be aware that how much certified or qualified trainers are available against the requirement of such trainers. And that is the thing, they do not know what exactly is the need of our. They are just, taking it like a shop. They just have to create or copy and paste certain programs and sell them like groceries. And that is a big challenge in training industry nowadays. And because of that, you know, I normally give an example of two doctors graduated from same college, same year. One doctor has his clinic, another also has his clinic. One doctor is propagating its clinic a lot, so many hoardings in the town, so many social media advertisements and everything. The other doctor is not at all propagating it, but both the clinics are attracting the same number of patients. And then I ask the question, which doctor is better? Of course, the one who is not propagating and attracting the same number of patients.
Yeah.
So that means he is doing the right way, he is performing in a right manner, and without any publicity or without any advertising, he is attracting the same number of patients which his another colleague is attracting by spending a lot of money on that.
Right.
And this example can be, translated or imposed on any other industry. We can, understand the situation. So one challenge is this. The second challenge is, you know, making people understand that they require the training.
Yes.
That is
Absolutely.
another big challenge in this industry. And the third challenge is when you know that these are the people who are really requiring a particular kind of a training, but they are not able to spend money, and their organizations are also not willing to uh, incur expenses on their upgradation.
Hmm.
Sometimes because of uh, you know they think, okay, we will spend money and tomorrow he will leave our company. Why
Yes. Yes.
why we spend on him? So
Yes.
there are certain challenges, but uh, the plus point is nowadays most of the corporate companies are giving weightage to training need identifications and conducting required training programs. And that is a good sign. I hope more and more companies will look into it, and people will understand the importance of the training. Because I have shown many of my clients the three level of training: pre-training survey,
Yeah.
conducting the training, and post-training survey, how much they have achieved in comparison of last quarter to this quarter. And
Yes.
this is really a good thing which every trainer should do, and all genuine trainers are doing like this.
Yes. Amazing. So that was like really good experience and insight, which I'm sure must have enhanced and opened the eyes of a lot of individuals as well as clients who are watching of the need for training, which is important these days. So after that little serious note, so what are the initiatives that we can see Vocademics is going to focus on in the coming year?
Uh, as I told you that we are working on these three verticals. So the most important part is, if you check the origin of the things. If suppose where the Ganga river is starting,
Yeah.
if there is a lot of mud and dust and other things, and
Right.
if you can stop that, I think the later stages will be more clearer, and people will think that, oh, clean water is coming, we should not make it dirty.
Yes. Yes.
Similarly, if we start focusing right from the school age of the students and we
Right.
guide them in a proper way. So, my focus as academics also is to focus on the coming generation of the executives, politicians, doctors, and whatnot. So, everybody is coming from the school.
Yes,
And then
yes,
after that, they are, moving to diversification of their career. So, my focus in coming 5 years will be on the schools, school education, school students, and uh, we have developed certain psychometric assessment programs for class 2 to 7, 8, 9, 10, then 11, 12, then graduations, then the professionals at initial level, then the professionals at senior level. So these kind of assessment programs, as well as IQ and EQ assessment programs, we have developed. So we are trying to address the school students to identify their right path for the career, starting from class 7, 8 only, so that uh, various education boards ask a student to opt for the optional subjects from class 9 itself. But
yes,
major education boards like CBSE and other state boards, they ask a student to choose the stream from class 11. So if we tap the students from class 8th and guide them properly and assess their psychometric abilities right from their personality test, their interest test, their skills, their values, and proper counseling is given to them at this stage and made it clear to them that they are made for engineering, they are made for artists, they are made for musicians, they are good for the political field. And then, if they understand their potential at this age and start nurturing that potential, then I think slowly and gradually the gap will reduce. The gap which I told in the beginning, that the campus and corporate gap, that
yes,
gap will be. And fortunately, the new education policy of India is also focusing on this part of the lapses in earlier education policy, where they are focusing more on skill development and vocational development. So
yes.
uh, things are very positive. I think the future is bright, and this is, maybe I may be wrong, but this is my personal thinking and my personal approach for coming 3 to 5 years, that we should more focus on school students.
Amazing, amazing. I completely agree with this insight because it all begins at a very early age. The sooner
Exactly.
they realize that they get more time to practice whatever they have learned then.
True.
of course.
And
So what?
you might have noticed certain cases where a student takes science mathematics because his or her friends were taking this stream,
Yes,
because
yes,
his or her father wanted him to become an engineer. What
yes.
he or she wants to become, nobody cares.
Right. That was a
So,
very common factor, but things
and
are
and,
changing.
and this common factor is spoiling their coming 5 to 7 years,
Yes,
which is very precious time of anybody's life,
yes, absolutely,
that
absolutely.
cannot be,
Thank you so.
compared with any amount of money.
Yes, that is there. There is no comparison to money where learning skill, knowledge, enhancement, all this is
Exactly.
concerned. There is absolutely no comparison. But yes, if they have, like I mentioned, the right training, right support, they can get good amount of money as well. That
Of
can come in
course,
the
yes,
bank.
yes.
Yeah. So, what's the last piece of advice that you would like to give our audience?
Uh, I would like to say just simple thing, that the target of your children, whether he is a boy or she is a girl, you should identify the potential of the student first, then impose the target. Don't
Right.
impose the target first and then जो एक कहावत है, हिंदी में कहावत है कि मार मार के मुसलमान बनाना। ये कोई इंजीनियर मटेरियल है ही नहीं, और आप उसको मार मार के कोचिंग में भेज भेज के उसके पीछे पड़ पड़ के आप उसको इंजीनियर बना भी दोगे, he will not be a good performing engineer. He will
Yes.
not be a good performing doctor unless it is coming from his inner, uh, you
Yes.
know. So this is what I want to convey, that please don't burden your children with your ambitions. Try
Absolutely.
to, yeah, try to find out what potential they possess and groom them accordingly, nurture them accordingly.
Yes, that's very important. In fact, that's the key, that they should love what they do and they should be passionate about it. Thank you so much,
Exactly.
Dr. Sharma, for your time. It was a pleasure having you on the show. And I'm sure we have added a lot of value and a lot of insights and experiences have been
Thank you,
shared.
Elvina, for raising very good questions and putting uh, some pressure for thinking about other things also. I am really enlightened by certain questions, and definitely academics is committed to bring a positive change, whatever amount, that is another thing. But yes, a smallest contribution in bringing such a change will be a great success for academics, and we will be continuously working for it.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sharma. Thank you, and it was a pleasure. I hope
So,
everyone has gained insights on Code Speak by our part by Ustride. This is Elvina signing out. Till then, keep the stride going and keep shining. Thank you.